Masood wanted me to visit a prison. Maybe this was the last part of his test. In a strange way, it made sense. Thomas Jefferson once said, if you want to really understand a country, see its prisons.
So why is this gentleman reciting poetry? Is this gentleman reciting poetry?
This man?
Yeah.
He's gone mad. He's a prisoner.
Here we are in Lejda prison, just a few miles from Talakan. It's about a 3 or 4 hour bumpy ride. And we've been talking to the prisoners. We don't have any restrictions on us, so we can talk to whoever we want to. And the prisoners seem very forthcoming. They're a little shy, but nobody's refused to talk to us.
Masood's commanders want Pelton to see Pakistani prisoners captured fighting for the Taliban. Supposed proof of Pakistani interference in the conflict. But Pelton finds no Pakistani officers, only unfortunate souls who wound up here in a pathetic twist of fate.
I'm a school teacher. Professionally, I'm a school teacher.
How long have you been in this prison?
2 years. So actually, I was not involved in war myself.
You didn't have a rifle or a gun?
No.
Did he receive any military training?
आपने कोई training हासिल की? No, he didn't receive any training.
He says that when he came there, they told him that there's no need to go for a training, so we'll teach you just opening and closing the gun. They just,
So does he feel he has made a mistake?
क्या भी समझते हैं कि आपसे गलती हुई है? Yeah, he says that he's made a mistake.
Behind the prison walls, some battle loneliness and despair to cling to their sanity. Others have already lost that battle. Of all the dangerous places on earth, perhaps the most dangerous is the human mind. At last, the news comes that Pelton has been waiting for.
After a 4-day wait, sitting in the guest house, we're being taken to an undisclosed location for an interview with Masood. And everything here is kind of up in the air or not defined, mostly for security reasons.
After an arduous 3-year quest, Pelton meets Masood at last. In the flesh, this bigger-than-life figure is grayer and more battle-weary than Pelton had expected.
Does he have the same enthusiasm, the same confidence that he had when he was younger as he does now?
Nobody likes war and fighting, especially not in his own country.
If he was incapacitated, who would take over his role against the Taliban?
Our resistance doesn't belong to one person. It belongs to the nation and the people of Afghanistan. If one day I am not here, someone will take over the command and resist. Even if only one of us is left, we will fight.
Okay. After the interview, Pelton feels he has met a kindred spirit, a man who doesn't give up.
You can't get him to say a single thing about himself. He's always talking about what he's doing or the country or the fight. And every time you try to steer him towards who he is or what he's about, he just brushes those questions off. So it's definitely refreshing when you talk to people who are fighting wars, because they tend to be self-aggrandizing.
Pelton, even after meeting him, Ahmed Shah Massoud remains an elusive figure, trapped in his role in history. A warrior worn down by decades of conflict, deadlocked in a struggle no one can win. And yet, in his independence and courage, he stands as a symbol of Afghanistan's spirit of resistance. Robert Young Pelton's 3-year-long quest has ended. Was it worth the ordeal?
Meeting Massoud, I felt I was a witness to history. When I travel to the world's most dangerous places, I see the best and the worst in people. And I see it with my own eyes. There's a purity in that, seeing life for yourself, unfiltered by other people's judgments. And at journey's end, I'm never really the same person I was at the beginning. But maybe that's the biggest discovery of all.